We're doing the black lentils in India. It's called Dal Makhani. Indian Dal Makhani is a recipe of the north of India.
You make most things homemade.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty much from, I think it's almost a scratch cooking, like you start from the beginning. So this is, dals is what you would make a lot for your Indian cooking. Taste comes first, but looks are important because if it's not looking appetizing, I know it's tasting okay. Little bit left. Mm-hmm. This is a yellow dal. It's yellow grams.
Okay.
We'll get the water out for you.
And you made it homemade? Or?
Yeah, this is I made, right? From
Is
scratch.
there a specific Indian dish that really makes you think of home and miss it, I guess?
I think, no, I don't, because I think that's a very, answer very specific to me. Mm-hmm. I would not miss home because of an Indian dish, but for the things that are not easily available here. So, eastern India, the Assam and all that side. What's the other place? I'm forgetting the name. But yeah, they make momos. You know the dumplings?
Yeah.
That side, the dumplings are called momos, and they make it so well. And it's also available in the rest of India now, like North India, Delhi. So I really miss momos. Momos makes me think of because you don't get that quality.
Yeah, and it's in the east, you said?
So it's the origin is from east, like chicken tikka is north, but it's easily available in Delhi also.
Oh, right.
Also, and Chandigarh also. I really miss the momos. Mm-hmm. My husband is of the opinion that it is highly possible that when I was born, I didn't say mama, I said momos. The first word that I said would have been momos because I really enjoy them. I think they're very, very tasty for me. Like I really enjoy the taste. They have to be well made. They're one of the specific places which make them really well. So I miss that. Not this. This I can make on my own, so I don't miss it.
Miss India? The culture of it?
So when we moved, I used to miss it a lot now, I think.
No.
But also because we go very frequently. We go twice a year sometimes, and we go at least once a year. So I think that also.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
So I don't miss staying there because I think I like the professionalism of lifestyle here. There's too much laxity sometimes over there for your work and all. So I don't miss it in that sense for my regular life. And when I miss the people or the kind of places that I miss, when I go, I catch up on that.
Mm-hmm. But you've gotten used to the lifestyle here.
Oh, yes, I think I prefer it.
Never precise with your measurements, but do you have a recipe or something that you write down about it?
Oh yes, when my friends ask me for recipes, then I give them the exact measurement.
Okay.
So I have most of these things written down.
Okay.
Yeah, in my own I have a folder for recipes in my inbox.
But when you make it, you always kind of change it up, or?
So, no, when I write it down, I'm quite precise. So if my friends follow the recipe for what it is, they can duplicate the taste.
Mm-hmm. Do you change it up every time you make it?
Not every time, but I have seen that when there is a chicken that we make the Chinese style, but because it is not an authentic Chinese recipe, you call it, for the Chinese in India, you call it Indo-Chinese. Mm-hmm. It's got the Indian fusion. So there's something known as the chili chicken, which is very popular. It's an Indo-Chinese. So I started making that about 12 years ago, and my friends have always enjoyed it. As I see the recipe in 12 years, it's really undergone a significant bit of change. So I would say every 4 years I update it a bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I don't change it every time.
Okay.
I do believe that if you like the taste of something, you should stick with it. Only make changes when you've come up with something that adds to it in terms of improvement. Not inconsistency, but something that improves it. So yeah, I look back every few years and I may have changed something about it that has, for me, added to the taste. Yeah.
Wait, where did you learn these recipes? Or
think I've seen. No, you didn't really ask this question.
No.
And we all grow up seeing our parents make traditional food.
Yeah.
So it's there in your mind. I mean, it is lurking somewhere. So when you have to try it, you can just pick up from there. You can ask around. You can't go too wrong with it once you've seen someone do it, but you haven't tried it yourself. It's like you may have seen your mom bake a cake 50 times as you were growing up. So the first day you do it, how would you do it? You would start cooking, maybe ask her a few questions, read something online. I didn't have online material available, but I think you have an intrinsic sense because you have the visual observation for so many years. And you would relate to that?
Yeah.
So see, now I'm going to, please go ahead, you ask me something.
Yeah, no, so you just learned it from your mom, you would say.
Yeah, I observed my mother and then I would check a few things if I had any confusion.
You observed her when you were a kid.
And many times, like if she would be outside somewhere and she'd be getting late coming back home, she would give me a call and ask me if I could do, maybe chop up a vegetable and just put it in the gas and she'll reach in 15 minutes. So I had that little bit of experience from there too. See, ghee, butter, cream, but I wouldn't do all or mix it.
No, just
But ghee,
one kind.
like I said, some of the restaurants will do ghee, but mostly I think what you associate with this particular black dal is butter. So if I want to add something to it, what I'm going to do in front of you is add a dollop of butter. I'm satisfied with the color. If this was too yellow or too white, and I would be like, oh, this. Now you check pictures online. It has to look this way at least. You want to call it Dal Makhani.
Why is it so important to look that certain way?
It's important to me because that's what I have when we have grown up eating Dal Makhani in restaurants. Yeah? This is how a good Dal Makhani always look like. I hope it tastes like that too. Frozen mix from the market, the Asian store. And we'll only cook it on the we call it a tawa in Hindi, griddle, right?
Yeah. But it's Indian or?
No, this is the pancake griddle from US, but it works just as well for anything that I may want to.
Yeah, but is it a Indian food?
The tawa, what, this or this?
Yeah, no, that.
That is a mix. It's an Indian, So when you make, this is called a paratha. You can see that here?
Yeah.
And it's made of not wheat flour but white flour.
Okay.
And these are frozen. What they've done is they've flattened the batter, made the size of the paratha roti. You just have to cook it on your gas. So it's got a commercial taste and touch to it, the paratha. So it goes well when you're eating this kind of food with the chicken tikka and your dal makhani and everything. I wouldn't want to have this with my home food. Like if I made a simple vegetable at home, I would not want to make this. Then I would do the fresh roti at home with the wheat dough, which we have in the fridge right now.
Do a lot of people in India eat it?
Not this maybe, but making roti out of fresh atta, yes, I'll show you that.
So some people make it homemade or?
Yeah, homemade is a lot of people, I wouldn't even say a lot of people, I would say everyone. It's like how the Dutch eat bread, the Indians would eat the roti. This is fresh homemade atta from wheat. So you would make a roti out of with this. Yeah, I just got the one from Indian store. That's the commercial one.
And from what I understood, you don't eat this often. No.
This is my quick fix when I don't want to make the roti myself.
Okay.
No, it is taking some time to make, but it was a very professional thing. I wouldn't be able to get this kind of a texture at home now. Unless I had the kind of a commitment to read up how to make it and that kind of a.
And it's just something that you eat with the food, like something on the side.
But
it's
I
like,
would make the fresh ones from the wheat I showed you inside that. Just scrape that out the last one.
why does it taste better when it's?
I wonder. I think it might have to do with just settling down and
Okay.
everything just blending it.
Yeah, but it tastes better after a few
That's
days.
been my obsession. The next day itself.
Yeah. For how long does it stay good?
I would not give it more than 3 days in the fridge. A
And
week.
do people sometimes make it very liquidy or very thick?
Yeah, it could. It's really the consistency could vary. This is how I like it.
Okay.
But very thick wood, if it becomes clumpy, then that's not a good dal makhani. It's not made well.
I always love how normal time to have dinner in India is 8:30 and everywhere else it's like so much earlier. It's like 6:30, 5.
It could even go up to, depending on if it's a business family, 10, 11.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird for me to like my friends in the US, I'm like, you have dinner at 8:30? And I'm like, why would you have it any earlier?
That you like.
Okay, so cold coffee, it's very different from any Western type of coffee. Like for there, it's just like black coffee with ice. But in India, they put like milk, some sugar and like ice into it, and sometimes they blend it together, or like they just put it like that, and that's the type of cold coffee they.
That sounds good.
It's amazing. Like
Cold coffee sounds so good.